Dealing with a narcissist isn't always as simple as leave, move on, and focus on yourself. Sometimes things are pretty complex, especially when that narcissist happens to be your parent, boss, coworker, or the co parent, the other parent of your children. In such a case, you have to face them. You have to use certain tricks and techniques to stay two steps ahead. And that is what I'm going to teach you in this episode. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. The topic for today's episode is very controversial. 5 practical ways to manipulate a narcissist to protect yourself. If you want to know what these ways are, you may want to stay until the very end because I'm going to give you the examples you will need to apply this knowledge in real life. Number 1, offer them drip supply. What is drip supply? It is intermittent supply. You do not have to give them all the validation, admiration, praise, or whatever it is you know they want from you at once. Because if you do that, they won't be thirsty. They won't come back. And that means you will get tortured. You will have to selectively and on purpose, consciously fawn to give them a little tiny, teeny piece of what they want so that you can change their behavior in a desired way. An example of this could be complimenting them in specific areas you know they care a lot about. Maybe it's their job, it's their hobby, something else they're interested in. You do not want to do anything with any of those things. I understand it. But you have to fake it. You're dealing with a lie. And you cannot just be yourself all the time and expect them to respect that. Of course not. And this person is blind to your reality. They only are looking for the confirmation of theirs. They're always looking for the validation of the fact that they're a great human being. They're better than others. So you have to put them on a pedestal, but not always. You have to do it when you know doing it will get you a desired behavior. Let's say they're behaving nicely. They're behaving in a way you want them to behave. That's when you praise them, not incessantly, but here and there in bits and pieces, as I explained earlier. What would that do? That would condition their brain to behave in that way, which will send signals across that if I were to act this way, speak this way, I will get more of that supply. You will nod, you will give them a happy face, you will listen, you will orient your body in their direction, showing them that you are receptive and open to their ideas. But when they're not behaving in acceptable ways, you do the opposite. You withhold supply. You do not make eye contact. You do not respond. You do the extreme form of stonewalling and grey rocking. What will that do? That will push the narcissist's insecure self to behave in ways that will get you going. Somehow make them think that the thing you want to happen is what they want to happen as well. Or your decision should be their decision. They should think it's coming from them. Introduce it as an idea. Oh, I was thinking about all the options that you chose, and I think they're great, and this one is the best. Just make it all about them. They need to win. They need to have the upper hand. They need to select and choose for everybody because their grandiose self tells them they know the best. Number 2, use their image against them. You know how much image matters to a narcissist. So if you were to somehow weaponize it, use it against them, you can win. Let's say you want their help with a task or you want them to agree to a certain thing. An example would be you want them to agree to the rules that you have created around parenting. So what would you do if you ask them to agree? Right away, directly say, this is what I want you to do. You know you are going to get a disagreement. What would you do instead? You will make it about them and their love for your children. You'll say, oh, you are such a great father or mother. And I know you will always think about them. You will put them first. These needs, they're all about their proper school timing. These rules, they make sure they live a very balanced life in between two homes. And that's the reason why I have framed it in such a way. I know as a great mother or as a wonderful father, you will have no difficulty in signing this contract or whatever that thing may be. But be very careful. You cannot do this in a way they can use it against you as evidence. You cannot write it. You cannot say you're a great father, because later on, if you try to fight them in court and say they're a terrible human being, they'll present this piece of evidence and say, no, she's lying, he's lying. See what they said? So you have to use plausible deniability as well. I never said that. What proof do you have? They use it all the time, so you have to use it against them. Using image means flattering their image as well. If you want them to help you with something, let's say a task that involves numbers, and they think, oh, they have a big brain, they're very intelligent, you just flatter it, and that trait of theirs, magnify it and say, oh, you are amazing with numbers, you know them better than I do. So can you please do this, because I know your results or your assessment is going to be much more accurate than mine if I were to do it. Number 3, you have to shift and redirect conversations. See, you cannot play their game. Their game is to get you involved in giving them reactions. They want you to keep proving yourself right, but they're not interested in taking your proof seriously. They want to waste your energy. You're not going to do that. You're always going to bring them back to what you want them to focus on. Let's say you're having a conversation with a narcissist and they're getting really agitated, irritated, and they are using deflection against you. You're not going to explain yourself. You're not going to defend. You're not going to play that game. What you will do is you will try to tap into their shame self. You'll say, I really wonder if our children were to witness this conversation, what they would think about us and how they would perceive you, since you have a unique skill of dealing with situations like this. I remember when you dealt with so-and-so so gracefully. You can bring up an example from the past where they would have pretended to be a really nice guy or a nice person to please somebody, to make them think they're great. And that is what you are going to revivify. We call it weaponizing nostalgia. That is what a narcissist does as well. But you are doing it here to protect yourself. You have to be the one always in control of your emotions. You cannot let them dictate what you feel, because if that happens, then of course the whole point is lost. The minute you notice it's not going where it should be going, you first try to redirect and then compliment. Redirect and compliment in indirect ways. If that does not work, you just say, I don't think you are in a state right now to discuss this situation further. I'll come back to it when you are ready. You make it about them. It's just pointing out how ridiculously they're behaving and how bad their approach is, but you're not shaming them. You're saying it without saying it. Number 4, you're going to use counter mirroring to appeal to the subconscious part of the narcissist brain. After all, they're human beings. They're going to get influenced by your behaviors as well. When they mirror you, what is the outcome? What is the end goal of that mirroring? To create a fake sense of rapport, to impress you, to get your approval, or to make you fall for them. Your outcome is, your goal is to make it less stressful to deal with them. So what do? You go in and sit in their direction. You move your body slowly as they move theirs. You attune. Let's say they put their hand under their face. You do the same thing, but the opposite hand. Do not make it too obvious, because if they catch you doing it, they'll get really angry. They'll think you're shaming them, you're mocking them, you're belittling them. It's not just about body language. It's about, putting them on a pedestal through giving somatic approval. Just making it seem like you're learning how to sit, how to behave, how to walk, how to talk from them. They're teaching you. That's how you have to act. And you have to have that insecure look on your face, as if you are this little 2-year-old looking up to this 8-year-old expedient man or woman who is the king or the queen and knows the best, and you're just trying to accommodate yourself. You also have to demonstrate what is called intellectual mirroring. It's a special form of conscious fawning. Let's say the narcissist that you're dealing with is talking about some rubbish thing, some topic that you're not interested in, cricket, let's say, football, or some other stuff. You do not want to talk about it, but you're not going to make it obvious. You are going to expand on their point and say, oh, yeah, that's the case. That's what I have observed as well. You have to become a part of their shared fantasy. Their fantasy is based on delusional construct. There is no truth to any of them. You know it, but you don't have to tell them that. Your goal is to get what you want. You only go in there with an outcome in mind. You just don't mindlessly play this game, because what's the point? You're going to exhaust yourself. So when you go in there, you need to have a reason. Why am I consciously fawning? Why am I mirroring their intellect? Why am I agreeing with their worldview? Because I want them to say yes to something that I will be presenting as a request later. That is what you should focus on. Number 5 and the last one, make them think they are in control. In hypnotherapy or covert hypnosis, there is a technique called double bind. Salesmen use it a lot. They will give you many options, 2 or more, but each option will lead to the same outcome. The problem is you won't know that. They'll make it seem like, oh, you have choices, you can choose from so many different options, and you'll think you are the clever one to choose the best for yourself. It's a very clever technique that makes you choose what works for the person who's offering these choices that are fundamentally familiar, or they benefit them the same way. So you will do the same thing. Let's say you want to go on a vacation and you have chosen a few spots for yourself. You are going to present them not as your choices, because they don't care about your choices. You are going to, number 1, first make them about your children, that your child, the golden child, if there is one, or the one that's liked the most by that narcissist, will present those choices on your behalf, that so-and-so wants to go to one of these places. You choose. Then they will choose thinking, oh, they have the power. They have decided for you. When in reality, they didn't choose. They only picked one from the list that anyhow works for you. Another example that I give often, let's say you are in a financial battle, you're trying to settle with a narcissist, they're not willing. You don't go in asking the amount that you actually want. You will ask for, let's say, 5-6 times more than the actual amount. Let's say you want $5 million. You will not ask for 5, because they won't give you 5. You will go for 10, 2x or 15 more, knowing that person doesn't have that kind of money, or they won't give you that in any case. But they will bring it down. You might not even get 5, but around 5, 4.5, 4, something like that. Making them think they have won, they are in control, and you have lost. So you have to sit with yourself. You have to ask, how can I create an illusion of control for this narcissist without trapping myself? What options can I offer that will make them think they are choosing for us when it's me who isn't, making them make these choices? In conclusion, I'm not asking you to become a narcissist, of course not. What I'm asking you to do is play smart with that narcissist without fully embodying those traits. You have to play these games, because if you were to just be honest, cordial, respectful, and totally transparent, you're not going to win. You have to go in and you have to keep your cards close to your chest. Let them make a move, and then you make yours. They should be the one initiating the process, because by doing so, you will create unpredictability. And when there is unpredictability, narcissist acts stupidly. That's what you want. They do something really random, unexpected, no matter how intelligent they are. And then you gotta make your move. That's how you stay 2 steps ahead of narcissist. Let me know if you have used any of these tactics and if they helped. Share your experiences in the comments below, and I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.